This is Lori Prox talking with Police Chief Bill Comer, continuing our series on youth alcohol and drug problem here in Valdez. And I think fair to call it a problem. We talked about this yesterday in our news program, Bill. Lots of charges. For folks who missed our program yesterday, how many charges have you had this in 2012 of youth with either a minor in possession or misconduct involving a controlled substance, which would be, for the most part, marijuana?
Minor consuming and marijuana tickets are somewhere over 40 at this point right now. We've had about 18 different incidents just since the end of May, or the 1st of May till last week, and we're well over 40 at this point.
And Bill, what is the process for a minor in possession? We talked a little bit about how these come to your attention here at the Valdez Police Department, but once you come upon, you break up a party, what happens from there?
Officers will make contact with the minor, issue them citations. If it's their first or second citation or contact where they're going to get charged, it's just a citation. After the third, if they have 2 previous convictions, they're considered a habitual offender and they can be arrested, and in that case they would be brought down to the police station, and then their parents are contacted and their parents come to the police station and would take control of their child. In all incidents where we're issuing minor in possession or paraphernalia tickets, parents are contacted by phone. Oftentimes we'll do whatever the parent wants, whether take them to the station, take them home, or they're free to go about their business after we've taken their alcohol or their paraphernalia or their drugs away.
Bill, I know you can't say names or probably even give me numbers, but what's your response when you make these calls to parents? Are parents concerned? Are these kids going to see some consequences at home from what you hear on the other end of the line?
Well, every contact's somewhat different, and parents, many parents are very concerned and thankful that we've alerted them to what's going on. Sometimes it's completely the opposite of that also. So it varies from, both ends of the spectrum.
Can you give us a percentage of how many parents are really concerned? Or, I don't know, it varies from year to year, but is it a concern to you? Are there enough parents that really aren't taking this seriously that it concerns you? Is this a problem with our children? Is it a problem that goes a little deeper?
Difficult question. There's some parents that are maybe there's some situations, some kids that we deal with on a kind of a repeat basis and find their either lack of parental support, or even sometimes in some cases lack of a parent at all, and so their response typically is always less than you would hope for. So the kid just doesn't not getting the kind of leadership at home that they need, and I'd hate to characterize that as our community. I think that by and large our parents are very concerned and engage with the police and the juvenile justice system, and whether that's through youth court or through our juvenile probation officer. For the most part, I would say the parents do really engage in that and are responsive, but certainly there are less than desirable responses from a number of the kids that we deal with.